It's after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Tobosa Developmental Services, Nicole Dean back with us. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am great.
Yeah,
Mike, good to be with you.
Yeah, it's been a while. For folks that don't know, Nicole and I were in Leadership Roswell together, so
Yes.
we
go way back.
Chewed some dirt. But it's great to have you back on the radio again, and great to see that Tobosa's doing well. You guys, despite the deck of the hand of cards you're dealt, you guys are making lemonade. I know I just crowbarred about 27 different references there, but yeah, you guys are motoring, doing your thing. Even though the world's kind of working against you right now on some of this stuff. So, first off, I guess before we talk about the carnival and all the stuff going on here, of course, you guys just had your golf tournament
We did.
about 3 weeks ago or so. How did all that go?
Good, very well. We had a great turnout. A lot of golfers out there, more
Good.
than we expected and anticipated. So
Awesome.
very well.
Good. Because I know that the Tobosa Golf Scramble is probably not the main, but one of the main events that you guys really garner donations and things to
Yes.
help the programs and create new programs and continue, obviously, all the different programs that fall under the Tobosa umbrella here. For folks that don't know, Tobosa covers everything. I mean, I think almost all of us have heard of Tobosa, and they probably think of the adult side and the job coaching side and
Yes.
helping adults with special needs and things, assisted living to job coaches to basically to help them lead normal lives. That's one side of Tobosa, but then there's the whole youth side too, which the Los Pasitos earlier intervention stuff, which works with the young children like under 3 and helping them with like disabilities like dyslexia and hearing and vision issues, and even on the spectrum and all
Yes.
from everything in between there. They help that to even the little step side for daycare and education enrichment for a little bit older kids and the young kids there too.
Absolutely.
So, and that's all part of Tobosa, and it's great. It's great to see that you guys are kind of thriving and more people are taking advantage. It's especially with the Los Pasitos side, because to me that's where like the science is really happening, because when you and I were young, which wasn't too long ago, we're young svelte people, but when we were younger, things like classes for kids and just even thinking about their vision or even their hearing for that matter were things that, well, we'll wait till they're school age before we start addressing those things. And now they're 6 months old dealing with this stuff. And it's better because what happens is by the time they get 4 and 5 and the ages where they start going to kindergarten and the schooling time, they've already know how to deal with those skills. Either they've got the lenses and things to help and correct the dyslexia or, the speech impediments, whatever dealing issues they're dealing with, they've got the coaching and the tools to where that is something they can work with rather than it's a hindrance on them, progressing in their education. And,
Absolutely.
And it's great on all that. And then the little step stuff, which, daycare to, and then it's more than just drop your kid off, we'll pick them up at 3 o'clock today. They're doing programs, they're doing lessons, it's kind of like school, but fun.
Yeah, exactly. Field trips and
but fun. I should say that wrong, but more fun. Kids love school and something. I don't want to put the bad name out there for that. Did I get it all?
Yeah, you got it all. We also recently expanded our Los Pasitos services to include home visiting.
Oh, great.
So now we are serving prenatal to 5 years old.
Okay.
And helping those families and kiddos with traumatic experiences. So we've got a couple of excellent social workers
Great.
on our team, and also a family counselor. And so we're helping with the emotional and social side
Excellent.
as well. And it's very exciting. So we just extended our program.
That's great too, because obviously and unfortunately, life happens. Unfortunate things happen with families from time to time, and generally, the kids end up being kind of victims in these situations.
Absolutely.
Or even if they're not directly involved, they just don't understand what's going on and have trouble comprehending and understanding and processing what's going on there. And so now this side is helping on that side, which is great to see,
Right.
you know. So when the kid's like, hey, I'm having, dyslexia issues or something like that. But if it's more mental health problems, and then there's experts there to help with that too. So
Absolutely. We work with in early intervention, a lot of drug exposed babies and the impacts of that. We work with CYFD very closely and CASA. And so we're huge advocates about really helping the parents, empowering them, coaching them, because we're in the home a small amount of time.
Sure. At the end of the day, the parents are the people raising this child.
They're their best advocate, their best teacher and coach. We want to give parents those tools.
Yeah, make them
experts. So when we
experts.
leave, exactly.
Yeah. Because I think most parents are aware of this, but you did not get an owner's manual when you had that child. And the owner's manual is generally your life experiences and how you were raised, and you're going to implement that into how you raise your children. There's ways that, I'm not saying what you know and raise isn't bad, but what I'm saying is there might be other things and alternatives, especially if you have a child that, isn't falling under what the normals of everything. It's just, humans are humans.
Exactly.
They don't learn the same way. There's commonalities and stuff, but there's some children and adults for that matter that when you get to learning something that traditional path just doesn't register to them. It doesn't sink in. And so that's where you can work with these parents. All right, here's alternatives. Here's ways to,
right.
It's kind of thinking outside of the box in some of that. And parents don't always have the resources to kind of go in that direction, or it's your kids. You don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, I take no risk. Think outside. No. I'll think outside the box for me, but my kid's getting, you know what I mean? It's
right.
Just, parents are like that. And that's where you guys can work with them and say, hey, this, and it is as much a reinforcement support system for the parents as it is for actual programs and activities and treatments for the children. Too.
Right.
So it's a good thing. And here's the beauty part with Los Pasitos and that side. All of it does not cost you one dime.
No.
So if you're having developmental issues or whatever with your children, everything that you're doing through Los Pasitos is free of charge.
Absolutely.
It does not cost you anything. So please, because I know some people are like, oh, it's going to be, no, bring them down there. This is about families and helping these children and helping these families. It's not about the money. The money, you've got outside sources that help with all that, funding, government, et cetera, bonds, grants, blah, 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 to help with that. Generosity. That's why we have golf scrambles and things like that. So these families that probably are stretched a dollar, because I've never seen anybody with especially a young kid that's just swimming in the money. It's an expensive time of year for families. So please, it's all free of charge.
Yep, free. We do free evaluations as well. So a lot of parents are just questioning, my son or daughter isn't walking yet. Bring them in. Let's see where they're at. Typically, it may be something small that they will eventually reach those milestones. Sometimes it's something bigger.
Sure.
But as a parent, it wouldn't hurt to come on down and just see where they're at for your knowledge, for
Absolutely.
the parents' knowledge.
Well, if you're suspecting something, and obviously parents are probably the best measuring stick for that, because they're seeing the child every day, every moment. If something's out of character, they're going to notice it probably before anybody else would. And so just to have that eyes and ears and bring it, even if you suspect it and you bring it down, no, your kid's right on point there, then you've got that peace of mind and you know that. And if it's something developing here, then you're ahead of the curve, and you're now dealing with it now, where it's a much more manageable thing to when the child's a little older, and it could be much more difficult to grasp and do the things that need to be done to correct the situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, how they say kids are just like foreign language. Like they always say, it's best to teach those kids that because they absorb it much better. And it's the same case here. If you're putting these behaviors, putting these practices in play, then it's ingrained in there, and the children receive it better and absorb. I guess we're better learners when we're kids. We're more sponge-like. By the time we get jaded by everybody else, we start rejecting different things and stuff like that, but as kids, we just suck it all in. So get out there, do that, Talk a little bit about Little Steps too. This is great. This is daycare things. This is yeah, this is not for just children with needs or issues or anything. This is just a place for if parents, we all work, we all got busy lives, and you want a place that your child is getting enriched and is safe and taken care of while you're at work. Then Little Steps got you covered.
Absolutely. We have a fairly new director, Marisa Mesa. She couldn't be with us today, but an amazing director. She is all inclusive, so we see kids. It's all inclusive there, 1 to 12.
Okay.
We have a great after school program. In fact, we've got a cool thing happening right now with the adult services. The after school kids have become pen pals.
Oh, nice.
To the adults, and so we've been exchanging mail.
Messages and
exactly.
Things. That's cool.
And when restrictions lift a little bit, we're going to have an outing together, a picnic,
cool.
So that the kids get to meet their pen pals and face to face. So
that's cool.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool to see. And I love that because the pen pal is a lost form because of the world we live in. Technology kind of made it. But I remember as kids, that was something you'd go find a pen pal, and it'd be usually a child around your age, and maybe they're in England, maybe they're in China. Yeah. I mean, they were all over the place. And that was kind of thing. I guess the internet, there might be some of that going on. I don't know. But the world's come closer together in that, so it's a little different. But that's cool. I love that they get to kind of do that version, but here locally in their own backyard. And so I imagine that it's going to be fun when the reveals happen and the surprises.
Yes, we're very excited.
Have a big dinner get together or something like that. Yeah. That'd be cool. But If you are needing any of these services, please don't hesitate to reach out to Tobosa directly. If you go to trytobosa.org, that's probably your best resource for everything that's under the Tobosa umbrella. Again, it's www. The word try, T-R-Y, Tobosa. Tobosa's with an O, by the way, Tobosa. I always at first want to put T-A for some reason. It's T-O.org, and you can go and see everything we talked about here, but then get a little bit more specific on what you're looking for in services and reaching out there too. And same goes for the non-use side. When we're talking about the job coaching, if you have maybe you're new to the area and you have family members that need those services, please reach out. Tobosa is kind of the official for this region in Roswell in this area for helping folks through living assistance, job coaching, and all that great stuff.
Absolutely.
And the staff on that side, they've been doing yeoman's work too this last couple of years, really 2 years with this COVID thing because they've had to quarantine, but at the same time, you can only quarantine so much because these are people that are living their lives and they need to have these things happen. And so it was, I think you were getting like job coaches that were kind of living in the residence with them and it was like the Brady Bunch for a while for some of these folks, just to keep everyone's circles the same and keeping everyone from passing COVID around. So it's some great people have been doing this stuff for the last couple of years and hopefully they're getting a little bit of break now that we're starting to come out of that and we're they can more of what normal like the job coaching styles and those jobs kind of do. But if you need the help on that side too, please reach out. Pretty much if you've been here a while, you're probably very familiar with Tobosa services and all that. They have, and you know what? I don't know. And this is something I love too. And it's not Tobosa. It's through the college, Eastern New Mexico as well. They have a great program as well for folks. But they have it's like a college campus thing, and they teach these individuals. They stay on the campus. They actually get people from outside of the state coming to this program. It's that really good. And I would think between that and then working with Tobosa, if you're in the area, you probably got the best resources on the planet for your family member when it comes to dealing with special needs and things like that. It's we're very fortunate between that program with the college and obviously everything that goes on through Tobosa. We're very fortunate to have these resources available to us in our neck of the woods. So utilize it. That's what's there for. Support it. Come out. Matter of fact, we got an event coming up here that you can help support directly and have some fun. Coming up here in, I guess, be next month. Will be is this an annual event, the carnival? Or is this a new thing?
This would be our third annual, but typically We have had our last two events in May, May and June.
So it's annual, but
right.
a little late this year.
A little late because of the last 2 years, but
due
yes,
to COVID, yes.
yes.
Very
October
good.
2nd.
October 2nd.
9 to 12.
And this, where's this one going to be at?
This will be on our campus. So
Okay.
110 East Summit, the whole children's campus there.
Okay.
We will have booths set up, a DJ. Everything is free.
Excellent.
All the food, the raffle is free.
Oh, cool.
Just come out. It's kind of a kickoff to the fair.
Awesome. Yeah, that's right,
carnival
because that'll
style.
be right
Exactly.
there. That's that week of, won't it? Yeah,
Exactly.
sure enough. Man, time's flying. I was just thinking about you. You're sure right. Fair's coming right up, man. That was a little bit of a man.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
But yeah, so it'll be and you can come out, like it'll be games, there'll
Yes.
be booths
Yes.
for the
Prizes.
kids, door prizes,
Yep.
food, lots of
Food.
that stuff. I would imagine, bring, like you said, it's a completely free event. Bring the family out, have a
Yep.
day of fun. But if you love and support what's going on with Tobosa, and you like to make donations and things,
Absolutely.
please you're more than welcome to do that. Again, every little bit that you do there goes to all these programs we were just talking about, the facilities and things. I know you guys have been obviously with COVID, you guys have been kind of having to figure it out as you go along, but even leading into COVID, you guys were constantly evolving and expanding anyway. It just
Right.
kind of, so hopefully that stuff hasn't been put too much off track with
Yeah,
COVID.
telehealth is here to stay.
Yeah.
It's been a great another platform for us to use to stay connected to
Sure.
the parents. Obviously, it's not the same as being in the home,
Sure.
but we are so blessed to be able to have that.
But of ease of access, and I even think, like, if you just need a quick answer or question about something,
Absolutely.
that's so much more efficient to get it done that way versus you make an appointment, sitting, waiting. Oh, here you go. That took 5 minutes. See you tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Right.
The teledoc takes all of that away. It's kind of nice. But yeah, definitely, please come out. Again, it's October 2nd. What's
Yep.
the hours for the carnival again?
9 to 12.
9 to noon. So come out early and right around the lunch hour there.
Right
So
around the
come ready
lunch
for
hour, you'll be fed. We
Yeah.
promise to feed you good food. We have carnival food, lots of games and prizes.
Yeah. And October 2nd, that should be a good time weather-wise.
Yeah.
It'll start, I don't think it'll quite be fall-like yet, but it won't be like
So hot.
the scorched summer. It's kind of that sweet spot where, you're up at 9 in the morning and it's nice and 70s out and
Yep.
just a beautiful day. That's what we're going to be doing. And
Yep.
no rain that day. Very good. Of course, again, if anybody has any questions about anything we're talking about here, whether you need information about Los Pasitos or Little Steps or the adult services available through Tobosa, your best resource, again, is trytobosa.org, the website. If you're a Facebook social media user, you can always like and follow Tobosa. I think you have a couple different Facebook
We do.
pages.
We all have a separate. So Little Steps has one, Los Pasitos, and then Tobosa.
Very good. So you can like and
we
follow
each have exactly a Facebook
whichever
page.
one or all three, whichever ones. And even like you could even follow like the main one, even if you don't utilize the services. I think it's good to like and follow it just to stay up to date on what's going on through there. You can learn more about events like this carnival here, or the golf tournaments when they happen, or other events that are raising awareness or raising funds for the program and for helping all these people. Here.
Absolutely.
So, I'm telling you, I love and happy that the Tobosa, but on the converse side, I'm kind of like, what would happen if Tobosa wasn't here? Like, what would happen to all these individuals that need that help? I mean, I'm like, man, it's that vital. That's what I'm saying is, it's like without Tobosa, we would have many, many families that do not have the resources to navigate life the way they should and do it the right way. And by you coming out to the carnival, by you coming out to the golf tournaments, by you making your donations through the website, which, by the way, if you'd like to just say, you know what, I'm not a carnival guy, but you know what, I love what you guys are doing. I'd like to donate some money.
Absolutely.
Again, you'll find a donation link at trytobosa.org. That's a great way to help out. But all this money goes to help the program, to help expand it, to keep it growing, to keep it evolving, because that's something else too, is I would imagine the science and things you guys are doing now is probably not even the same as 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
It's evolved.
The things change and evolve, and you guys kind of have to stay on the forefront of that. So it's cutting edge stuff that's going on over at Tobosa here with some of this stuff. So support it. Come out, participate, and utilize it. If you need the help, if you're a family that has a child with learning disabilities or issues, or if you have an adult that has these issues and need help, please call Tobosa. Go to the website. Let's make your life easier. Let's make your family member's life better. Let's do this. So good deal.
Yep.
I know I got a little soapboxy there, but it happens. I do that.
We appreciate it. Anything you can do to pump us up.
Absolutely. Is there anything we missed? Anything we want to mention and talk about?
I think we're good. I just wanted to leave our number as well
Yeah.
at Los Pasitos. So 623-0849.
Okay. Is that the Los Pasitos
Yes.
number?
So
Okay.
if you're specifically interested in the event coming up,
Okay.
or in our services directly, that
Okay.
number is great. But everything
Can you use
else,
any more sponsors or anything for the event, or do you got all you need there?
We are looking. We're
Okay.
always looking for sponsors and donations.
So if there's any business out there like to
absolutely.
donate some swags, some
Yeah,
giveaways, or maybe some
giveaways,
food or drinks, or
yes,
stuff people like at carnivals, door prizes,
Yes.
or who knows? Maybe you listen and say, hey, we want to set up a booth with a game and come out and
absolutely.
give
we'll
us a
take
call.
it.
Love to talk to you about that too. So I would imagine too, if there's some other nonprofits that are out here that do help in the community that would like to kind of tag along with this to help,
Absolutely.
especially if they work within the same vein, working with children, working
Yes.
with individuals like that. Please reach out to Nicole here. Are you the one running this one, or are you
Yes.
the person on point? Nicole will take care of all that stuff
Yep.
and get that for you here too. Again, what's that number one more time for Los Pasitos?
623-0849.
Very good. And of course, if you want to learn anything else about any of the other services there, you can always go to the main website, trytobosa.org. That will get you, that is the door to everything that Tobosa does as part of their programs and everything. So come out, support, come on out. October 2nd, mark it on your calendars. 9 to noon will be Tobosa's third annual
Yes.
carnival, and belated third annual carnival. It's showing up fashionably late for this year.
Yes.
Did it on purpose so it looks good.
Right.
Very good. Well, thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Mike.
Good seeing you.
You too.
Well, I hope we'll see a few more here, especially as we get closer and more events and things coming
Yeah,
up.
we'll
here.
be back.
We get you popping in from time to time, and glad to see that you guys are able to kind of get out in the world a little bit again too. 'Cause
Absolutely.
Obviously, you guys are restricted to your restrictions as well, and what you
Right.
can do and can't do, go, and where you can go and can't go. And again, that's all for the protection of the people you serve. So there's a method to the madness. So, awesome. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Nicole.
Mike.
We'll see you here next time.
Okay.
All right. It is 9:43.